Welcome to today's podcast and video. I'm Chris Lucas, run coach, and this is Charlotte Mill, run and strength coach, and Kim Moffat, run and health coach. And we are the coaches of CMF Running, and we coach runners of all abilities to any surface, any distance races.
Welcome. It's good to be here with
us. Oh yeah, the first threesome.
First time.
This is our first.
However you want to word it.
Yeah.
There's three of us, and it's a good time.
Yeah. Anyway, threesome. PG recommended.
The trail, right? Good time on the trail. We're talking about today.
Yeah.
We're talking about Faultline Ultra.
Yes. So it's the first in many podcasts and videos that we're going to do about Faultline Ultra today. Which part of the course are we focusing on today, Kim? Do you remember?
We're doing from, on Saturday, we did from Dry Creek Campground to Tawa.
Yes.
So we did a good 50k, solid 50k.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about that.
Basically to the end of the Spicer Forest we ran.
Yeah.
So on the actual course itself, which we'll get into, we'll share the screen in a minute. There's a bit of private land which starts after Spicer Forest on the race day course itself. So if anyone, so if you're training that route or going that route, you just basically have to drop down into Tower after Spicer Forest. We finished at Domino's.
Yeah.
Not eating pizza, but
Yeah.
at the Domino's car park.
Legend Sean, Kim's husband, came and picked us up. He also dropped us off 8 hours prior at Dry Creek Campground, which is there. I don't know this area very well.
We're getting to know it though.
We are,
which is awesome.
but I guess 50k's up the road, roundabout.
Yeah. Back up the road. Yeah, 50k's, start of the 100k. Yeah, Dry Creek Camp. Dry.
Yeah.
It's like
Which is part of the Belmont Regional Park.
Yes.
Which we found out today is 3,500 hectares.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's massive. So that's just one of
Bloody big.
one of the entrances.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
huge,
only probably ran like what's the equation of that?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
0.1%.
We also found out that it said it was the first established regional park in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's
Very special place.
Something like that anyway.
yeah. That could have
that.
farming and I guess people running on it.
Yeah. The first regional park that combined
Community.
conservation and like paths and open working farm, like that kind of model. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to experience in the real life with passing through some cows
Yes.
as well. Kim's favourite animal.
Yes.
So if you guys want to do that route that we did, you can just jump onto my Strava profile and see it. It's also as a saved route. And you can save the GPX file, go and do it. Yeah. Just
Easy.
Very good.
there will be a couple of funny actually, I'd recommend getting the saved route because there was a couple of funny diversions on the one we did.
Oh yeah. Well, naturally, obviously, when you're trying to follow a map, and then it also, I guess, goes off the course map as well. Like we kind of made the last bit up. That is sort of high probability you go slightly wrong, especially if you've been running for like 7 hours.
A couple of wrong turns, some squiggly lines at Mobile and Macca's as we look for water.
Yeah.
That's right.
The GPX goes into the toilets. No. Notice that there is a no.
Yeah. So if you really want to follow that one, you can. It might be a bit weird though.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get on. I'm going to share the screen now, and we'll take a look at the course. Cool. So here we are, Dry Creek Campground, which was the start. Interestingly enough, on the map on the Faultline site, looks like the 100k kind of starts down here or something, like down the little road a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Probably just to spread the field out like slightly, I guess, before this single trail starts here, I guess.
I thought we thought that the 100k started in another park.
No.
Did we change our minds back to?
Yes, we
No,
checked.
I think it's Dry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Say Dry Creek.
Yeah, we checked the site.
Okay, well that's good.
The other night. So yeah, we did have a bit of while we were running this course the other day. We weren't sure whether the course actually started around this area, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, 10k's on. But no, it is Dry Creek.
Well, that's good. You're going to start with a nice hill.
Yes.
4k's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
slow you down.
So this is up to Boulder Hill, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing? This is way back.
Yeah, so this is for the milers, even though we're talking about the 100K.
This is the miler map here, actually. So, yeah, like we said, started 50Ks and so, yeah, this is Boulder Hill, wasn't it? So what was this?
What do you mean, what was this? It was a hill.
It was a hill.
It was grassland.
Grassland.
It wasn't grassland. It was like farmland.
Going out of Dry Creek initially, it was just stony path, wasn't it? Going straight up, and then pretty quickly it came into sort of farm track.
Because we were making comments about how they mow it,
which they
for
had,
race day, but they had actually also raced it for us on this particular day.
Yeah.
Raced it,
mowed
it.
They mowed it for us, so we can't guarantee the quality of the grass.
Yeah, well, would it be like
on race day?
Have all the cuttings fresh so they stick to your shoes, or will it be long grass? Who knows?
Did make it easier.
I think they will. I think
possibly.
Yeah. Either way,
no guarantee.
Either way, 50Ks into 100 miler, you should still be feeling pretty good.
Here's the mowed grass here. Going up the hill there.
It's climbing the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep. And what is this?
What's
is this? Yeah. So 50.
400.
Yeah, it's 400 odd metres. That's right. So what were we saying? We were comparing it to the Western Okataina in Tarawera for those that have ran at Tarawera. And so Western Okataina is around 300 metres, I think, from memory, the main part of it, over 3Ks. Well, this is, 400 metres over how much distance? 4Ks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
Top.
Straight off the bat, bit of extra hardness there.
Yeah, so if you raced probably in last year, and you started at Okataina, and you blew up, oh my gosh, this is so confusing. We're in the miler though, so you're 50Ks in.
Yeah, or you're at the start of the 100K.
Okay, well basically, don't bomb up the hill.
Yes.
Walk it up, even for both hike.
Yeah,
it's definitely a hiking one, unless you're at the front of the field, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, for me, because I'm doing the 100K, I'm going to be hiking this straight off the bat, just getting into a nice hike.
Good warm up.
Yeah, it's the warm up. It's the warm up.
Did actually go fairly quickly on our run. I felt like I was looking down.
It did.
And it was like 5Ks, and by the time it was 5Ks, we were kind of obviously descending down a bit. But yeah, it was.
But it wasn't straight up. It was like there was a few flat bits, and then down, and then up again. So it's not like a,
And there's nice views and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Especially if first year of this event, there's probably plenty of people that haven't even ran this.
Yeah, first time. Plenty of good stuff to look at. Get into some engaging conversation.
Yeah.
So this whole section really was all Belmont Regional Park, wasn't it?
Yes.
This is really amazing. That's what we were saying. It's a huge regional park. So that was it's like 25 odd Ks of the race. I think is in Belmont Regional Park. Yeah, because it goes.
What do we say? 3,500
hectares. Yeah,
so we only do
right
a dot of it.
Yeah. So it goes right over here, and you got this like squiggle section. This is like a 10K section, and then Round Knob was also in Belmont Regional Park, and then we start dropping down. Huge section of the course. Yeah. What do we remember about this bit here? After Boulder Hill, we sort of dropped down more sort of that sort of foil drivey sort of. I remember a hard farm track, wasn't it? Rocky downhill, steep downhills, and from a coaching perspective, and a training prescription perspective, we've been talking about the downhills, like downhill training is pretty important for this one.
My quads by the end of this run were like not happy, and I am pretty. Well, like downhills are like a strong point, but because of where I am in my training, I haven't been doing specific downhill training for anything. And I noticed that my quads were pretty gone. And I was kind of like referring to a lot of this kind of part of the course to a bit like Northburn, sort of like the first bit of Northburn, like the sort of zigzagging ups, and then and then later in Northburn there's quite steep downhills. So it was kind of a bit like that. But yeah, just steep downhills can be just as challenging on the body than walking steep uphills, if not more so.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, or just as slow as well. In terms of your pace. You don't want to be like bombing down these hills. Because you're going to get injured, or it's just like too much on the quads, especially on the race. But hopefully you're not like me, and you've done a lot more training, so your legs are a lot more conditioned than mine were on this run. So you should be pretty sweet.
Yeah, there was aspects of like this section, this like these high farmland sections that did feel like South Islandish in parts, just with less, like still the steepness, but just the climbs, the ascents and the descents weren't as long. You know, I guess with the South Island stuff, and like North Burn, like you said, there's like, they're a lot longer, the climbs, but certainly the gradient of these, these are like decent gradient hills. Yeah, just a bit shorter.
It is actually, when you like compare it like to Auckland, like, you know, Shakespeare Regional Park compared to like this regional park here, it's quite amazingly beautiful and hard.
There's lots of bunkers up there too.
Oh yeah, the bunkers.
A lot of bunkers. I don't know how many there are, but they're also scattered around the park.
All over the place, along these
cool.
ridge lines here, Oh, it was here, that's right. I remember seeing a lot of them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And this is when we met up with our new friend, JJ, as well, around this point. He had run from Porirua, right?
Porirua,
yeah. And we spent quite a few hours with him, which was nice.
Yeah.
He was brightly coloured, and we were all three black. He was
Got to work on that.
Yeah.
We're just here for the running.
All business, no colour here.
Running only. So then we so this was all kind of like this section here. You can see these kind of ridge. It was like sort of ridgeline stuff, bit of ups, bit of downs, all farmland kind of. Oh, not that bit. This bit here. Yeah.
Got onto some road.
Farmland, but that's right. And then it was about from here, isn't it? From here.
Yeah.
So this 50 sort of 8Ks into this particular run. Then we started dropping down here. This was like a road actually. So it's a road you can drive into. It's an entrance into Belmont. I think you can see the road there, the access road. And
there's a toilet.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Bombing down the we had a toilet break there.
It's like we were discussing like any stories from the race day. I mean from the Saturday.
Almost saw Kim weeing.
Yeah, I saw her stand up after weeing from the inside because there was only one toilet with one handle on it.
There was 4 toilets, but only one toilet that had one handle.
Yeah.
So you were doing your thing and I was busting. And Chris was just getting really impatient and we nearly made eye contact, thank God.
Yeah.
At the moment, spending this much time with each other, we are making funny jokes about how much we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And spending a lot of time together, which is great. But there will be a line somewhere in the sand, and maybe seeing each other pee will be it.
Maybe.
Yet to be discovered. What are we, like 2 weeks into? 2 weeks. 2 weeks in, and we've got about, I don't know, how many weeks to go? A few more.
Lots.
Yes. It's great fun down here.
Early days. So after this road descent here, it looks like there's an aid station here. So this is the map off the Faultline.
Well, maybe that's where the toilet is.
The toilet
and it was a road. It was like a tar seal.
Yeah, tar sealed road. Yeah.
The car did drive past us.
And
yes, that's right. Yeah.
Some nice downhill too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was very nice, runnable, fast downhill. And then, guessing there's a wee aid station here, as it says on the thing, aid station 3, 60 odd Ks in, 10 odd Ks into the 100K. And then as you go in here, this little section here is where you leave the little road, the big driveway thing, and you head into some single trail squiggly stuff. This is where all the squiggly stuff starts.
And that was sort of a climb too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That squiggly bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent little climbs. And this whole section really here from here, all this stuff here, right up to here. So how far is that? That's from about 60 to so you got about 8 odd Ks of mostly, what would you say, most of this was single track, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mostly single track, a couple of bits out in the open where it was on the sort of regional park road there, but mostly single track in the forest. Got some photos of it actually. Yeah, this is part of that area, isn't it? Because there's JJ there, he was with us.
See, he's been seen.
Yeah. See, I can see him.
It's the first person you see.
This is us. We're boring.
You hardly see me.
Yeah. Oh, this is before that.
That was quite a big. Descent.
This was an area that we were. Oh no,
This is the drop down after. This is the first initial drop down, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After the climb, after here.
Yeah,
so right. Somewhere around this area.
Yeah.
Cool.
These sections were really cool to run. They were like, the gradient is possible to run in them like slowly or fast if you're fast, I guess, as well. Just like cruising in like,
Yeah.
I don't know what gear. Because I don't drive.
Low gear.
Low gear.
Low gear.
No, well, and that's the story of the whole course, really, isn't it? That we ran so far is that didn't encounter any technical or semi-technical parts of terrain, did we? Really? So even though there's some like pinches and stuff, we didn't really hit any. I don't remember any technical stuff, eh?
No, I just think that there's sort of like diversity, like quite a bit. Like you're kind of like chopping and changing quite a bit, but you're not chopping and changing through like every sort of terrain out there. There's sort of like farmland or gravel road or like that sort of single trail kind of
Fine gravel.
and then there's just like steep down, steep ups or gradual.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of flat sections really.
One thing that was, for sure.
Yeah.
And then one thing that was interesting is going back to sort of this area back here and after Boulder Hill is remember we passed all those farm roads that had been graded. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and that was quite different because I went up the.
So they'd been scraped by one of those scraping or whatever tractor or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was all finely graded.
Yeah, and it wasn't like that when I went up there. That would have been like January maybe.
So that was like.
They'd done, that was all flat. That was all. Yeah.
Literally cannot remember that section of the course. Blank.
But they're like nice and dry weather. But I remember thinking that imagine if it was like pouring rain like that weekend, how that would be like that graded mud.
Yeah, it would just
Sludge.
Turn into mud.
Yeah.
And slippery as well.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting on race weekend.
Well, it's not going to rain.
Potentially, isn't
It
it?
shouldn't rain.
No. Okay. Cool.
Told it not to. Yeah.
It's not going to rain.
Not going to rain. No.
Yeah. And the only other talking about semi-technical, the only other bits I can sort of remember there was just some hard, rocky, uneven bits on a couple of those downs, like in this bit here. But yeah.
And I think also like sometimes on the farmland, I think JJ did say there was a few holes, so I was running behind him, and just because you can't see the holes very well, but you think you're on grass and then you go into a hole. Yeah. So
after these single trails, then we started. This was sort of out in the open again, wasn't it? On farm track again, so that rocky sort of farm track. We started the sort of climb back up, heading towards Round Knob, and quite an interesting part of the course here, wasn't it? Like because this is a 10k, so from this section here, before we do all the squigglies, that is a 10k section basically. That section, and so you can literally come up this climb here. Here it is in the bottom there. The elevation profile, you can literally look across and see where we were. It's just like right there.
You can get a bit of spectating with the people that are like behind you. Yeah.
Well,
Hi.
I remember us talking about spectators on the day. Like, so if you have some spectators that are like pretty keen to get out there, maybe they have a bike, mountain bike or whatever, or an e-bike, they can kind of get around and support you not too badly, I guess. Like in these like little bits, you can just sort of cross over here, and your runners will come back up here.
Yep,
I don't know.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, if they can do that, then that would be great. It'd be
that'd be fun. Yeah.
So, you might see me out
but
there.
I mean, they probably don't need. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah.
My parents.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the amazing thing about this whole course, isn't it? Like
there's so many places
look at
for spectators.
It's so spectator friendly. I mean, it's incredible. Like all these sections here. Totara Park. That is where the first hub is for the miler.
Yeah, and then you've got the Hutt River, which is very
spectator friendly.
Along there.
Yeah, and obviously Dry Creek, and then the section here is publicly accessible easily. Yeah, pretty amazing, pretty cool. So Round Knob. It's kind of here we are here. That was 20 k's into our run. The peak, the top of the Round Knob climb.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like where the like Powerline thing was, wasn't it? And you put your hand in sticking nettle and stuff.
Oh, it was back
that was further back.
Yeah, it was back down here.
Yeah. This is an interesting like experience right now. Literally ran this course once in my life and trying to remember it all and do a podcast over it.
Yeah.
But I just remember like being like I was actually not very talkative this whole time on this run because I was just experiencing like
taking it all in.
Yeah.
It was just all so spectacular.
It was, and we had a beautiful day too, didn't we?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was good weather-wise. Like it will be on race day.
Yes, because I told it to.
Yeah.
So yeah, after Round Knob, then it was like it was sort of like a bit of ridgeline stuff here, farm exposed, similar to like these sections back here earlier on in Belmont Park. But then we start to sort of drop down in towards Porirua, and we did have some photos of that, didn't we? Yeah, this is that section here. This is the section here.
But it's actually mostly not that. It's mostly like gradual kind of ups and sort of, right? When you kind of like that zigzagging, and you kind of feel like you're on a station more than a farm.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see out to where you're going to be running in Porirua, kind of thing.
Yes.
So there's just
that's pretty cool.
And then with a cow.
There's this little bit here.
Yeah.
You can see on the elevation profile here the little ups and the little downs of that bit. This bit here. Yeah.
And it's just.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. And yeah, really, this is the views here that you're talking about. Out this way, Porirua, you could see it.
That was just a little grunty little climb. That one, just like run. Okay, stop now.
Yeah, there was some real steep punches in there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Short and sharp.
Yes.
Yes, and then you kind of.
And then then it was the sharp descent towards the motorway. This bit here, and this is like pretty buzzy as well. I did have some other photos of that actually, and it looks like they're going to put another. There's going to be an aid station there. 75 k's in. That's pretty cool. So you've got to go. You got to go 15 k's from aid station 3 to aid station 4. That's a decent old hike, isn't it? Yeah, 15 odd k's. Don't remember seeing these toilets along the way.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a Portaloo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Maybe they're not. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean straight. Yeah, I mean that's a decent amount because that's going to be sort of if you're a miler, it's going to be sort of mid to late afternoon, isn't it? It's a decent old stretch.
So fill up
for the milers. Yeah, you want a decent. Yeah, you want to have a good amount of water there. Yep. What do we want to say about this section through the motorway? So you're sort of dropping down just dropping down the farmland, and then and then you're sort of into this open path. We go under the motorway. I found it so buzzy. Like the motorway is just like, and you're just like going under the bridge. That's so cool. I loved it. I just found it so buzzy, and especially like this little bit here. You're like literally running
right next to the motorway.
Yeah, like running along the motorway.
Yeah,
it's so buzzy. And I guess this is another supporter point too, because it looks like supporters can probably quite easily get along here to this road.
Yeah, and this was actually quite an amazing section as well, like in terms of like the forest, right? Because there was this is where we found that stream thing, got some cold water. I lost my sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
So much happened.
I actually kicked some stumps as well, and my
going down.
Yes, actually really hurt. Right. But it was beautiful.
Yeah, so we're talking about this little bit here after the crossing.
Yeah, it's just like this.
Yeah, this amazing
hidden oasis kind of vibe. Like,
you've just come off the motorway.
Yeah,
you've gone under the motorway.
Yeah,
and then you're going into.
And I thought in my head as we were running this, I was like, we're going to be like running into the suburbs, like from there, like after crossing the motorway. So the stretch of native bush here, and that was a couple of k's, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the stretch of native bush was like really nice, and yeah, the creek, amazing, cold, clear, fresh water. Probably wouldn't drink it, but yeah, definitely good enough to go dunking the old buff in and the old hat in if you're hot, which is what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very nice cold water. Yeah, and then we sort of hit the Cannings Creek Lakes Reserve, which is your sort of urban, sort of coming in a thing. And this is this photo here, not that one, this one here. As we're sort of running into that as we get towards
Cannings Creek.
Suburb.
Pop out.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
We just pop out.
Oh yeah. You kind of like feel.
People
was like, feel like I've been up for days.
Yeah, it was really bizarre at this stage because
I found it more bizarre later.
We're like 30 k's into our run. It's kind of like, and you've been out in nature, wilderness running, and we've got all our trail gear on, and all of a sudden you're just in the middle of suburbia and people going about their daily lives. Yeah. It kind of had that feeling of like maybe if you misbehaved when you were younger like I did and you would disappear for a couple of nights on the weekend. It had that feeling of emerging into the daylight after a night up. That kind of you're
I don't know what that's like. How about you, Kim?
I won't share on here.
Yeah. Just felt like I was emerging. You're emerging into.
It was a bit weird though.
Yeah.
I didn't find it weird here. I found it weird. I think at the end, when we were running at the very end, I was having that feeling I'd been up for days and what am I doing with all this gear on?
running through suburbs. Yeah, it's cool. But having said that, I think the actual course, what happened was we actually ran down the road here, didn't we? Because there is a lot of infrastructure works going on, like in this part of the course.
Right.
I don't know, I think it must be either water or sewage, like related. Like there's a big project going on. And so we couldn't actually, and I think this is a school here or something like that. So I'm guessing the planned route is to kind of go into the back of the school and then hook up with Cannons Creek Park. And then, you'll actually be running. So you won't actually be doing what we did through the suburbs. You'll have the enjoyment of the park. But having said that, looking at the project of what we saw, probably, I don't know.
Be touch and go.
Yeah.
Maybe not open.
And experience the delights of Cannons Creek.
Yeah. So there's a good chance you're going to be running down here, which is actually fine. It's actually all good. Nothing wrong with that. And then, we ran just down the street here, and then we hooked up to this little path here. We were able to access the path here, wasn't it? Yeah, and then we did. It was all diggers and everything here. And just followed this, and then, hey presto, you're in Porirua train station.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. That was weird. We're like, just popped
People
out.
were waiting for their trains.
And we're just like
this running by.
This car park, and we'd just been in the bush. Like, prior to being in the bush, we were in like the suburbia. It was like this weird section of like bush, suburbia, bush, train station.
Yeah.
And you go under the underpass.
Yes, that was funny, yes.
Yeah, off the station to get up, obviously, onto the other side.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, eh? So you're literally going under, pretty awesome. Then you pop out on the other side, yep. And then we went to McDonald's and Mobile, which obviously
fill up our water.
Isn't on this map here, but...
No aid station there.
We were, so there is a hub in Porirua. It does, on the website it says Porirua train station.
But it's not at the train station.
I'd be very surprised if there's going to be a... Yeah. So where are we thinking it's going to be? We were sort of speculating that it might...
What, on that field?
Be here, weren't we? We were sort of speculating this field here.
But there might be rugby games going on.
Yes, true. Yeah, there was rugby games going on here. So we actually, on our run, we came out here, filled up our water here, and then we actually ran
we did.
awkwardly along the road here.
Yeah.
There was no footpath. We just ran along the sort of, was it burn, the side grass. Then we hooked up with this walkway.
Oh yeah.
We ran
there was a funny old time that sort of section. I was like, I kind of just want to get back into nature now.
Yeah.
I want to
get enough.
Yeah, I was like, it was like, this is not as pleasant. It's like, it was a bit of like, obviously thinking and navigating from other people more so than me, but it was sort of like a technical bit to get around. But obviously you won't need to worry about in the race.
Yeah, just follow the course markers and the marshals. But yeah, so maybe, possibly it's not known exactly where the hub will be also. There's possibly a couple of options, probably still getting organised maybe. Or maybe it's going to be over here somewhere. Who knows? Things to look forward to. We'll just have to come on race day and find out.
That walkway was nice.
Yeah, this was a cool little walkway, and we've got a photo of that here, and that was what this was. Cool. This is the start of it. I just found this pretty cool, the bombings on the wall. And so, to the left of this was like, was this field. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were further on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This was down here, wasn't it, by that stage?
Did you stop? You and JJ stop and have a watched?
No.
Maybe not.
I had a little look.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, so this is like a little urban trail. Then you pop out on road. Small road section.
Downhill.
So how far are we now? Yeah, it's a little downhill here. And then is the start of this grunty climb.
7Ks.
It's a decent old climb. I mean, if I look at it on this one, on the Strava profile, look at that. It looks like a flipping mountain on that one. It looks like a mountain. And it is pretty decent. So it's 7 or 8 Ks? 7 Ks.
400 metres.
400 metres. So what's that? 60 odd metres? Yes, 60 odd metres a kilometre. So what was this like?
Well, I didn't know I could run 9-minute Ks. That's what it was like.
After running 35 Ks.
I actually didn't know it was like, because I can walk that fast. And it's kind of fast, but I couldn't know I could run that slow. But I was just like grinding up. Or, another thought I was having was like, I don't know if the GPS was doing something weird and it was just giving me a really long K. But it happened over and over again. So I think it was just that I was running at that pace. But it didn't feel slow. It just felt, it was like aerobic for me. And I was just able to grind it up.
Oh, look at these guys.
That was
further up the climb.
Yeah.
Getting sort of up there. third of the way up, probably.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Because I remember, it was funny, I remember seeing a sign that said 3Ks to go, and I was like...
Oh, to the lookout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, so it's actually quite a long time, like, to keep going like this. Because it was really cool section, like, you know, native bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was beautiful bush.
Yeah, and it's just like, we're just like enjoying it, talking about when Sean's going to pick us up.
Yeah, because by that stage we're like getting through the run, you know.
That's right.
5:15.
Speculating what time we're going to finish.
Yeah.
Organising
pickups.
pickups.
Slightly wrong.
Yeah. So I remember we had like 10Ks to go because we thought we were going to do a 45K run on this day. We're like 10Ks to go, an hour and a half, then we 5:15.
Yeah, one stage we were like, 5:15, we'll be done.
Yeah. That was then in here.
PM.
Yeah. But not far off.
No, we were just 5Ks extra with another 45 minutes added on. Sean, the legend, waited in the car park.
Yes.
But, you know, it was really nice. I enjoyed this section.
It just went so fast, didn't it?
It did really.
It's still a nice climb, though. Like, it was not... You could still move on it quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were running, right?
Yeah, I was running, yeah.
We were running most of it.
Because I was kind of silently ahead, just...
Because again, it was like that nice gravel to run on. It wasn't no technical bits. Beautiful gravel. There's some bikers on there too. But yeah, it was a mixture of very easy running and some walking bits, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then you just popped out, didn't you? You just popped out at the lookout.
And then popped out at the wind.
And the wind, was quite sudden.
Well, yeah,
we had such a beautiful day. Well, it was a beautiful day, and it was just that wind factor.
It kind of clouded over, didn't it? So it's just this section here, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of like went around, and then we were kind of like on top of the ridge kind of feeling, and then we sort of ran around to that building where you put your long top on.
Yeah, that must have been right by Colonial Knob, eh? So it was this ridgeline sort of here, wasn't it? It was
a decent climb.
Really cold.
There was one sort of went up and then down.
This bit here,
A bit of a steep.
This sort of bit here. Yeah. But yeah, this was westerly, you reckon, eh? Westerly winds.
Westerly, yeah.
Yeah.
So just the change in temperature.
Well, yeah, and that was one thing we've been talking about too, isn't it? Like, with the compulsory gear, and I had my long sleeve. I put my long sleeve on, around here, and I found it cold. I guess, and I think if you're from up at Auckland Way, for example, or Northland, and you're still getting pretty warm days, and you're coming down to do this race in mid-April, then I guess like you'll feel like if it's like those windy exposed bits, and obviously with the night factor, running in the night, it is cooler at night here. So yeah, bear that in mind, eh? Well, I think it was one of the things that I'm thinking about, like for my race, is to have maybe an extra
layer.
Yeah, layer, some extra provision for extra warm gear at certain points of the course, probably, or into the evening. Having that option with the crew, possibly. Yeah.
So there's an aid station there, just before you go into Spicer.
Oh yeah.
Forest.
Is that like by the Sty thing?
I was just trying to think where that was. Oh yeah, because this was the road, eh? Must have been. Oh, here's the road here. Oh, that was our wrong turn.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is an access road. There'll be an aid station here. Yep. Nothing more to say about this, but really, wasn't it?
No, it's just like
kind of dropped off the thing, dropped off the ridge, and then it was a section of big wide road. It's kind of bizarre. It wasn't gravel, was it? It was tar steel, wasn't it? It was concrete and very wide.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was a very wide piece of road. Oh, it was more like here, wasn't it? Yeah. Spicer Forest Reserve Road. So I guess, another place where support people can support you, I guess, and spectate the race. We took a bit of a wrong. We carried on down this road for a little bit before we realised we'd gone the wrong way, and we backtracked back up here to a very unassuming little sort of track going off the main road, and then that takes us into Spicer Forest.
Yeah, I kind of remember like here we realised that it wasn't 45 k's. It was like more like 48, which is actually not much difference to 50. And then it was just, I don't know, the section felt weird. It was like, I don't know if it was just our particular trail that we were on, but it was like the no trail bush a bit.
Yeah, and I think we're getting near the end of the run. We're just kind of, because Spice of Forest actually starts here. This here is where.
That's along the fence line.
Yeah, that's this here.
Oh, that bit was nice.
This is right after we left. That sort of dropped down. Then the wind was gone. Actually, when we got down here, it was all still again. And this was we just crossed the what do you call it over the fence?
Style.
Style. Yeah, style. I was like, style doesn't sound right. That's
what you had in the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
We crossed the thing, and then we were here. And I took this photo. So yeah, that's here. Run along the fence line through the bush, open bit of road, and then the Spice of Forest continues.
Which was down, right?
Yeah.
Down.
Yep. This was here.
Running down.
Yep. It was like downhill and beautiful. Yeah. This was like pine or. Got another photo of this actually. Oh, this is here's the road. Here's the road we were just talking about. I'm not sure what's going on here.
You're going backwards. That's what's going on. Go forward.
That's the last photo.
Okay.
Yeah. I did have another good photo of Spice of Forest, but I haven't got it here handy, so never mind. Yeah, it was pine forest or some kind of not quite sure.
Say pine.
Yeah, but it was really nice. Yeah, really established older sort of forest. Real nice. Yeah, and then this was us. We sort of dropped out of Spicer, and then we dropped into Tower. That's the route we took. Yeah, somewhere around here where Domino's was. And we just sort of dropped out into the suburbs here. You can just literally just finish and run the roads. It was really good. So yeah, on race day, this is where the private land crossing is. So you drop down a bit, and then I'm guessing right about here is where the private land access part is. And yeah, this section here, a few Ks I think it is, private land. And that was the run. That is what we know so far.
Great day, wasn't it?
It was a great day.
Yeah.
It was really, really special.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Was. What did you take away from it? Kim? Anything? For your 100-mile prep?
It was good to get on the course, I think. It was good to get on the course. I had done Belmont before, so I sort of knew what that part was like. But yeah, dropping down into Porirua and up Colonial Knob. Yeah, just getting an idea of the terrain. And I'm quite happy with it. Like it's just it's not a technical course. It's just and the hills, they're probably shorter and sharper than Tarawera maybe. But yeah. No, it was good. It was good to
I kind of felt like some of the longer climbs were like less steep. Yeah, some of the longer climbs weren't so steep, and there was like these sharp downs, and then some of the steeper ups were quite short. Maybe it was just a particular part of the course we run.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't feel like the climbs were too big, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would say that's the same, because I think the downs were definitely like prominent, like I was saying earlier. But
and the surface that's on those downs, those hard bits. Yeah, cool. So yeah, before we wrap up, remember we've got our next group run on the course is on the night. It's a night run overnight. If you're running Faultline 100k or 100 miler, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the dark. Yep, no daylight savings, and the 100k starts at 10:30 a.m. So yep, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the dark, no matter regardless of what you're doing. 100k or the miler. So yeah, come and join us for the run on the night of the 30th of March, 11 p.m. onwards. We're going to do about 42 k's from Johnsonville to
42 k's.
42 k's later, basically dropping into Wellington, really. And we'll probably make a 35-ish k route as well for those that want to do 35-ish k's, and possibly a 45-ish k one for the fasties, because obviously you'll just get further in that sort of same time frame. So I think we'll end up with a few groups for that one. So yep, jump on, it's on the Faultline Facebook group page. There's posts about it, or you can jump on our CMF Facebook page and find the event, or just reach out to us for more details. And that is about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Until next time.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's us for another podcast. Hope you enjoyed that. Give us a shout if you have any questions. If you want help with your running, reach out to any of us. We're easy to find. CMF Running. I'm NZ Nomad Runner on Instagram and YouTube.
I am a Trail Girl Charlotte on Instagram and YouTube as well. Trail Girl Charlotte on YouTube.
Ooh.
And I'm Good Witch Runs on Instagram. And that's all. I don't have a YouTube yet.
We're all on Strava
We're
though.
on Strava.
But we're all on Strava.
Just my normal name, Charlotte Milne. That's me.
And Kimberly Moffat.
Yay. Cool team. Catch you on the next one.
Thanks.
See you.